Hello students, today we are going to learn about this multiplate clutch and we will learn about the working principle. And very easily you will learn because I have made quite simple slides so that in very less amount of time you will able to learn that what is the principle working behind this multiplate clutch. Okay, so I will like to show you my slides. You can see these are my slides. Okay, so you can judge that you will learn something or not. Okay, so coming back, see what is a clutch. Clutch is a device which is used to transfer the rotary power of engine or turbine or motor or any rotary power producing device. Okay, we want to transfer the power, rotary power, to some driven shaft. Okay, in between the clutch is applied. It is a sort of switch so that the power can flow from the engine shaft to the driven shaft and from the driven shaft further to the transmission or gearbox like this. Okay, and a multi-plate clutch is the one in which multiple clutch plates are used for transferring the power. In single plate clutch, we use only one plate, but here we will use multi plates. Okay, and the principle is the power is transferred by the help of the friction existing between the plates. Okay, over here you can see that this is the cylinder, also called as flywheel, also called as drum of the multi plate clutch. Okay, and this is the driver shaft. This is a unibody, single body, unique body. Okay, and this is the outer clutch plate, this gray one. Okay, and you can see that there is a cavity inside the drum and the shape of that cavity is complementary fit with this outer clutch plate, completely fit, exactly fit inside this drum. Okay, similarly this is the pressure plate which contains a driven shaft. The driver shaft is there with this cylinder or drum or flywheel. Driven shaft is there with the pressure plate which contains a spigot. You can see the shape of spigot, and this red colored plate is the inner clutch, okay, which contains a socket, and the socket is actually a sort of passage, a hole, you can see, and it is also exactly fit with this spigot, means they are complementary fit. This inner clutch plate is complementary fit with the spigot of this driver shaft. Okay, now here you can see that the outer clutch plate is fitting inside this flywheel or drum, whatever you say, and this inner clutch plate is fitting on the spigot of this pressure plate. Okay, now suppose I spin this shaft forcefully. Okay. So what will happen if I will spin this driver shaft? The outer clutch plate will also start spinning with this drum. Reason being, the motion of this outer clutch plate is constrained because it is exactly fit inside this drum. So due to these protruding parts, the outer clutch plate will start spinning inside this drum. Similarly, in case this shaft, this driven shaft is spinned deliberately, then this red inner clutch plate will also start spinning, and it is vice versa. In case inner clutch plate is made to spin, then due to its fitting, it will start spinning this pressure plate shaft also, that is the driven shaft. So this is the driver shaft, this is the driven shaft. Okay. Now over here what you see, this is the side view of the assembly of the drum and the pressure plate, as well as clutch plates are also sandwiched. You can see that there is one outer clutch plate fitting inside this drum, and then inner clutch plate fitting on the spigot, then outer clutch plate fitting on the drum, and then one more inner clutch plate fitting on the spigot. Okay, and they are far apart from each other. Okay, and this is the pressure plate. So in this case, if power is supplied to this driver shaft of the drum, no motion will be transferred to this driven shaft of pressure plate. The reason being that the drum can spin these outer clutch plates. However, the motion cannot be transferred to this inner clutch plate, because when motion will be transferred to the inner clutch plate, then through that to the spigot, and from the spigot to the driven shaft. Okay, now in case this pressure plate is pressed, now what is happening, that the outer clutch plates and the inner clutch plates are in perfect touch with each other. So in this case, if power is supplied to the driver shaft, then the outer clutch plates will start spinning. Then due to friction, they will start transferring the motion to these red colored inner clutch plates. Same thing with this second outer clutch plate also. From there, due to friction, the motion will be transferred to this inner red colored clutch plate. And from this inner clutch plate to the spigot, and from the spigot to the driven shaft, and like this way, the power will be transmitted in case the pressure plate is pressed in axial direction. So this is what the principle of multi-plate clutch system. Okay, over here total 4 clutch plates, 2 outer and 2 inner. So for a clutch to be a multi-plate clutch, there must be more than one clutch plate in the system. Okay. So this is the disengaged condition of multiple plate clutch. Right now it is disengaged because power cannot be transferred to the driven shaft from the driver. Okay, and this is the engaged condition. Okay. Now, for example, you can see that this multiple clutch plate system is actually disengaged. You can see there is a spring which is trying to force this pressure plate, but it is been pulled by the help of this pull rod which is connected to a clutch lever. Okay. And the pull rod is transferring the force to a thrust bearing in which there are two races. You can see, and between the two races there are balls. So one race of the bearing is rigidly connected to the shaft, other is free. Okay. So this right hand side race can spin with this driver shaft. However, this left hand side race will not spin. Okay. So this pull rod is pulling this thrust bearing. Due to this thing, this clutch is in disengaged condition and spring is compressed. Okay. Now, in this case, if power is supplied to this driver shaft, no power will be transferred to the driven shaft. Now, in case this clutch lever is actuated like this, what will happen? By the action of springs, the pressure plate will go and will tighten these plates with each other, and motion will start transferring from driver shaft to driven shaft. Okay, like this. Okay. So I hope by this small lecture you would have understood that how a multiple plate clutch works. Thank you.